Hi everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching. This video is the part of the Fodder School 2 halfway hop. If you want to see the rest of the videos, there's a link to the playlist in the description. In this video, I'm going to show you my projects from the first half of the Fodder School 2 school year. So, first up is October. This was a class taught by Rebecca Sauer. I'm hopefully pronouncing your name correctly. I'm sorry, Rebecca, if I'm not. This was a set of collaged wall art, and I really enjoyed this this class. I love sewing paper, and I loved adding the gold foil at the end. I am really bad at using gold foil. I don't know how people get it to look so pristine and beautiful. I cannot do that for the life of me. But this project was very freeing because I could use the gold foil and have them be accents, and I didn't have to worry about them being perfect. And I'm very happy with the way it turned out. In November, we had Drew Steinbrecker's, I'm sorry Drew if I butchered your last name too, the altered board books. At first I was really intimidated when doing this project because the board books that I ordered online were like regular letter size, and I thought they were going to be the itty bitty, children's board books that are like 4 by 5 inches, and this was like 8.5 by 11. I was like, oh no, they're so big. But I really enjoyed this month's projects. I made multiple board books. I finished 3 with a 4th one that I didn't yet finish, but the 2 that I finished are the ones that you're seeing on screen. I did one that was very colorful, and then I did a neutrals color palette one. And then during my 3rd one, which was a little small, 4 by 5 ish size book, I decided to revamp my color palettes that I was doing for my projects, and I actually had a very interesting experience. What I did was I pulled up Photoshop, and I decided to swatch out all of the colors that really spoke to me, and I did it very fast, so I didn't have time to think. I was experiencing a frustration with my current chosen limited color palette. I felt like the colors weren't working well together anymore, or they weren't speaking to me. And what I discovered by doing this color swatching in Photoshop was that apparently I'm really drawn to cool colors, which really surprised me. There were a lot of blues, a lot of purples, a lot of periwinkle kind of colors, and I really loved them. So I decided to create my own color palette with my own mixed colors in acrylics. And you can see in the last board book that I have that some of the pages seem a little chaotic in terms of color, but the last 2 pages and the outside cover are using my new color palette. So in my mind they blend they blend well, they harmonize much better, and I was really curious about that whole color process. It was very intriguing for me and very interesting to learn that about myself. In December, we did Wendy's personalized stationery project. This was also a very fun project. I actually am not able to show you my favorite ones because I gave them all away. But I ended up doing 4 sets of cards and giving them away to people as gifts. So I'm showing you the only one that I kept. I really loved doing pots with plants, a combination of collage and doodle, and I decided to leave them blank so that I can fill them in when I decide to send them. whether it's going to be a thank you card or a congratulation card or a birthday card. I decided not to write anything so I can use them how I want. But for the envelope flaps, I really liked using a geometric asymmetrical pattern. I thought it was a lot of fun. I tend to lean a lot towards angles, and so doing the asymmetrical angled flap for the envelope really spoke to me, and it was a lot of fun to do. In January for Liz Constable's project, it was the imperfect portfolio. However, I decided to make it into a book instead. I loved the idea of the portfolio, but I like to book bind and make journals a little bit more, so I decided to do that for my project instead, and it's actually become one of my favorite journals to work in, as in just an abstract painting mixed media journal. And I think it's so beautiful, and it really allows me to just be free with my painting because it's already so funky and so grungy. It really allows me to do whatever I want. So this quick flip through of the book, you can see some of the paintings that I've already finished and worked on in the book, and then you can see a lot of the blank pages that I have that I'm going to work in that I have yet to fill. And yeah, it's one of my favorite notebooks to work in at the moment. Whenever I'm feeling something intensely, I like to pull out this book and make some marks and do some painting, and I find it really relaxing. February is Lucy Duclos. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. Lucy's beeswax collage art. I kind of altered this a little bit too. I didn't have any beeswax or some of the tools necessary to complete a beeswax project, so I just used matte medium. But I had a lot of fun using Lucy's techniques to create some of the patterns. I love using tissue paper for collage art, and creating the collage fodder with the tissue paper was so much fun. I actually ended up letting my daughter help me, and she loved the process. She had so much fun too. So it was a great family project for me. And that's it for this video. Thank you for stopping by and watching. If you liked it, feel free to check out the other YouTube videos in the hop. There are other participants showing off their wonderful projects, so check it out. Check out Fodder School too. It's only halfway finished, so there's plenty of time for you to join in. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.